Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So I wanted to talk quickly today, just quickly about the planet Jupiter because it came up in a conversation I was having with somebody. So the planet of Jupiter is luck and good fortune. Jupiter usually brings gifts. So someone that has a Jupiter return, and the Jupiter returns happen just about every 12 years. So around 12, 24, 36, 48, you experience what's known as a Jupiter return, which is when Jupiter returns to the place in your chart that it was at the moment of birth. My Jupiter is in 29 degrees of Aquarius. So when Jupiter returns to 29 degrees Aquarius, that's when I have my Jupiter return. It's supposed to bring me a gift. And the thing about Jupiter gets as much praise as Saturn gets, like, oh, Saturn. It's like, but there is good and bad in every aspect, in every planet, in every sign. The thing with Jupiter, as great as it can be too good. We've all heard the expression of too much of a good thing is not such a good thing. Well, that's the same with Jupiter. If you have Jupiter in your first house and you tend to be a very lucky person, maybe you find that you're at the casino and every time you go, you always hit big. Or maybe you just always hit, you leave positive rather than most of us that leave negative. Or Jupiter might make you lucky. You get a job that maybe you weren't real qualified for, but Jupiter kind of helped you out. Sometimes Jupiter can be too good. So sometimes Jupiter may bring, although Neptune is more known for addictions, like drug addictions, but sometimes Jupiter can make it too much. And I know myself from my own life, there have been moments in my life where I was more out partying and doing the party thing and drinking excessively and overeating. And then there are times in my life where I've been on the better track. And I say better only because either extreme is not such a good thing. I mean, I know people that, like one of my friends he's a Pisces, and I said to him, Pisces have to watch out for addictions. And he said to me, Pisces being ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And he said, well, he goes, I don't drink. He goes, and I don't do drugs. I'm in the gym every day, and I don't eat anything with carbs. And I said to him, I go, and what about on your birthday? Do you have a piece of cake? And he's like, I haven't had a piece of cake since I'm 12 years old. Okay, well, you are addicted to exercise and fitness and nutrition just as much as the person that's out drunk every night. So finding a balance, like in my opinion, life is too short to never eat cake. It's too short. Have a piece of cake on your birthday. It's only my opinion. What's it worth? Nothing. This is just my opinion. But sometimes Jupiter does that to us. So somebody who can be like, you ever see somebody who is real heavy and then they lose a ton of weight and then they're really in kicking great shape and then all of a sudden they fall off the wagon and they blow up again? Like, that's like a Jupiter kind of thing. It's like Jupiter has made you like almost lust after the cakes and the fried foods so much that you put all this weight on, but then you kind of go the other way. It's like, okay, now I'm on track, and now Jupiter's got me at the gym every day and I'm feeling good and I took off all this weight, and then all of a sudden they lose it and they go back the other way. So trying to find a balance, I think, is healthy. And the balance between Saturn and Jupiter, it's a struggle because Jupiter, wants to feel good. Jupiter's like, have another beer, this feels great. Yeah, and one beer feels good and two beers feels good. And by the end of the night, you've had 12 beers and you feel great. And then the next week, you don't feel so good. So, well, I say the next week because it takes me a long time to recover from a hangover these days. Somebody else may bounce back a little quicker, but I don't anymore. So what I'm saying is, like, take notice. Sometimes knowing what's happening in your chart can sometimes explain what's going on in your life, and sometimes you can understand it. Like, when I put on weight, I remember there was one year that I put on weight and I was at my heaviest, and it was the year that I had my Jupiter return. My Jupiter return came back, and then I don't know, like, I was eating like red velvet cake like it was nobody's business, and I'm not even really a big cake eater. If anything, I'm more of like I'd rather have French fries, but I was like all about the red velvet cake. I don't know. But like I said, if you can try to find a balance and not see Saturn as being so dramatic, because he could stabilize you and put you in a really good job or in a good partnership, a good marriage. And let's not see Jupiter as being so wonderful, because there are ups and downs to both. That when you have a Jupiter thing happening, you have to look out for excess. You have to look out for maybe too much gambling. Yeah, you hit the lotto. All right, maybe you won $1,000, but maybe you spent $5,000 playing it. You know what I mean? So who really won? You know, you just kind of have to like look at the balance of things. And sometimes, like, that's why I look at my chart, because I'm like, shit, nothing's working out right for me. What is going on in my chart? For me right now, I'm dealing with a Uranus thing. Uranus is in my second house of earned income. Income for me has been up and down and fluctuating pretty erratically for the past 2 years. This is going to end because Uranus is going to move. I'm not sure if it's at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, but it's moving. So if you're someone who has, you know, a Uranus thing happening, you're not alone. It sucks, but we're going to move past it. That's one thing that we can always be certain of. Nothing stays the same, and everything is constantly changing. So if it sucks right now, it may be better tomorrow. And if it's good tomorrow, count your blessings, because you never know what's going to happen the day after. All right, guys, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you never miss an episode. And tell your friends. Share us. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.